struggle, stories of life.
Welcome to Piano Trends Music and Band Company, Crystal Lake, Illinois. I'm Tim Paul, and I'm one of the owners here at Piano Trends, and I want to tell you 3 things about Piano Trends Music. Here's what you're going to find. Fun, more fun, and even more fun. That's right, you're going to have fun learning to play an instrument. We've got a lot of fun instruments to choose from for you to purchase, buy, or rent. And we have fun repairing your own instrument to get it up to snuff just for you. And your timing might be just perfect when you come visit us for fun. We might just have a live jam session going on with lifting spirits through music. And you're welcome to join us or just watch. Plus, you never know who's going to show up at Piano Trends Music. You know, like this guy. PianoTrends.com. We'll see you soon.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Local. I'm Cappuccino. Hey, listen, we got Nico in the back here.
Hey.
Kicking around another great episode. Listen, I'm having a lot of fun with this show. I do want to give a shout out to Karen Owens over there from Connecting the Dots. She's kind of a big deal, I'm not going to say, you know. If you haven't seen Connecting the Dots, please, 216 Creator Studios on the old YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Ding that bell for the future notification. We appreciate everybody's support as always. Well, listen, today we're going to be talking to my guy, Steve Hatcher from A-Z Chiropractic. Steve, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man, of course. So, we've had other chiropractors on the show before, and there's something a little bit, you know, everybody's got something unique and different, and we were in the green room even talking before it. Not everybody's meant to connect. The one thing that I find about you guys is everybody in your office bring a certain energy, and so if you find that it's not a fit for you, somebody else in the office, it is. You guys are a lot of fun. You walk in there, Karen's usually in there, she's handing out goodies and talking you guys up, and she doesn't even need to do that, because when it goes quiet and music starts playing in the background, everybody's doing some kind of dance. It's almost like I was in an episode of Glee. I ain't gonna lie. But the energy, how fun, the customers that rave about you guys is beyond me. Now, listen, you're my chiropractor, so therefore I can talk only about me. We're not going to ask about your other patients, obviously. But what I have found is I've been to other chiropractors, and it's usually like, okay, how does this feel? How does that feel? Crack, 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 crack. Pay the woman at the front. With you, it's like, how do you feel? Stand up for me. Let me get my notebook. And you're taking notes on me. You're asking me what I do, what my lifestyle is. Do you go to the gym? You're asking all these things, and you're improving, you're bettering your own skills and honing your own skills by not just crack, 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 pressure points, all the way down to all these different variables. Let me ask you about you first, sure. Steve. Who is Steve Hatcher? What is your thing? What is it that you love to do the most?
Honestly, I've always just had the passion for helping people and figuring out, what I can do to make people comfortable or improve their life in some way, especially my professional life at this point.
Sure.
And that's really been kind of my guiding light with everything that I do every single day is treat people with honesty and respect, and figure out what's important to them. That becomes what's important to me for that.
Yeah, you have a great set of core values, personally as well as in business. When you were little Steve, just a wee little lad, if you must, what did you want to be when you grow up?
I wanted to play whatever professional sport was in season at the time.
You're an athlete.
Yeah. I was into any and every sport. I just wanted to be outside all the time with my friends. I grew up in an awesome neighborhood with a whole bunch of kids my age, and we were always outside. And if it was basketball season, growing up as a Bulls fan in the '90s, I wanted to be in the NBA. If it was Summer at Wrigley Field, I want to play for the Cubs and play third base
Of
for the
course.
Cubs, right? So
Polo?
I played water polo.
Water polo,
Yep,
man.
Yep,
So
good
you're
memory.
well versed, and obviously by your height and length, basketball was
I
probably
played a
a
little
big
basketball
go-to.
too. Yep. But swimming and water polo was kind of my focus once I got a little bit into high school and beyond.
So because of
fun
the
with that.
athletics, was it a turnover into, listen, I got some aches and pains, or my friends or my teammates? And it takes a troubleshooter, right? I think you're a troubleshooter no matter what.
For sure. I think it's interesting you mentioned that. Just like the puzzle aspect to each individual that I see is really cool.
Yeah.
Everything's a new challenge every day. While it does have some similarities with what I do, everyone's situation is so different, and everyone's condition is different.
Yeah.
But kind of back to the kind of sports thing you were asking about. I just think. Well, I guess I should really kind of point to the fact that when I started college, I wanted to be an athletic trainer, like sideline coverage and treating injuries, sideline stuff like that, and have sports involved in my day-to-day life in some manner.
Nice.
Wasn't exactly the right fit for kind of what I wanted to do once I was in the program, so I kind of split into a more general area of my schooling with my biology degree. So didn't know exactly that I wanted to go into chiropractic right away in college, but kind of fell in that direction after the fact. So
How many places before A-Z were you with?
so right out of school, I worked for just a great little small clinic through some people that I knew that I did some interning with at the end of schooling down in Batavia. And then I was at a different clinic out in Sycamore for about a year and a half before the stars aligned. And I met with Dr. Zach and Dr. Ashley at A-Z and been there ever since. So
Yeah, Zach's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Both of them are awesome, actually. And so now you have a family there.
I do.
Right.
No doubt about it.
And on top you have your own couple little kids, right?
Yep.
Are they athletes as well?
My
or-
son just got into baseball last year. Got to coach his little league team with Dr. Zach actually, and his son. They're our boys same age, and we just had a blast being able to do that together. So
Wow,
it's
that's
really cool.
awesome.
It's really cool.
And
Time of
so,
my life,
so the meat and potatoes now, you're at A-Z Chiropractic. Great team, great space, great atmosphere. Nico, we got a banner on them or a QR?
Yeah,
for
so
them
that
as
link
well?
will be in that description right below with all of Steve's contact information and that website to shoot you right on over to A-Z Chiropractic.
Yeah, listen, it never hurts. Oh, let me rephrase that. You can only get better from the pain by talking to somebody that knows what they're doing. Let's kind of talk a little bit about where back in the day it was witchcraft.
No doubt about it.
It was doctors were like, that's witchcraft.
Yeah.
But now there's a supportive system to it, right?
Yeah, I think it's become a little bit more accepted in the medical establishment as a whole. Not everyone at this point.
Sure.
But I think carving out our role as chiropractors is really important, as I think we should be kind of that first line for generalized musculoskeletal pain, even acute pain, where we can, I think, save the entire healthcare industry costs by not rushing to expensive testing, MRIs, and advanced imaging and extra testing that a lot of the allopathic side jumps to right away. So there's actually been plenty of research that shows early imaging too early with MRI shows a lot of incidental findings and things that open up a whole other bunch of extra tests and potential treatments that may not even be necessary. And a lot of times the stuff that I see in the office day to day is really basic stuff if you look at it from the right perspective and explain things in the correct way that get people back in the right direction more quickly than if you wait for the doctor for you got to wait a couple weeks till you get into the specialist. When in the meantime we could have been doing some simple stuff to get people feeling better right away.
Yeah, and two, I think somebody described it to me. It's like, you look at it like going to the dentist almost, preventative, right? Pre-care for your system. And when you're aligning and adjusting certain things, it keeps blood flow going. It keeps nervous system working correctly.
Yeah, I think of it in terms of I want my patients moving and feeling at their best so that they not only are limiting pain but functioning to the point where they're able to everything from simple things like picking up your kids to being able to go run a marathon type of thing. So I think of it in that perspective.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and I know, and Nico knows this about me. Listen, I can go to the gym, work out, do all kinds of crazy stuff, but I'll get out of bed wrong. And then I got to come see you. It's silly little things.
It is silly. Sometimes we can't always predict when those kind of random acute pains will come about. But if we or I can get an understanding of, some of your maybe weak areas in the chain along the kinetic chain that I call, maybe we can find some ways to reduce either the frequency, intensity, or duration of those types of episodes that come about. So yeah, pain is inevitable, but suffering is not, is kind of how I think about it. So
so let's talk a little bit about how you're honing your skills. You're just not a crack 'em and send 'em guy, which I love about you, even though, the Y strap scares everybody. I think he smiles every time I'm like, bring out that Y strap. Get it around the neck, he gets excited because he gets and I'm like, oh, that's great. Where most people would probably.
Yeah, I'll use it pretty much mostly on request only. I don't use it a whole lot, but some people certainly do benefit from that kind of long axis.
Yeah, he's polishing it when I get in there. He's like, I got it ready for you. So as far as other types, you've been working on pressure points, right? Give us a little bit of feed on that. How does that work?
Yeah, so what we have a really heavy focus on kind of our soft tissue therapies in our office. Myself, Dr. Alex, and Dr. Zach, we're all well experienced in utilizing soft tissue therapies to reduce pain and improve function. People have these kind of underlying latent muscle spasms that can sit around in the body for a long time. We call them trigger points, essentially area of localized muscle spasm due to a lack of blood flow to an area. They oftentimes will have either a direct or a latent referral pattern where you'll feel that pain in other areas of the body with pressure to it. So that can be a kind of a diagnostic or confirmatory aspect of, hey, there's an area where there is in need of relief. So I think a lot of chiropractors, they're great adjusters, but they can sometimes miss some of the holistic aspect, meaning total body, and not necessarily waving crystals and doing weird stuff, but incorporating, I can adjust somebody all day long, but if there's a really tight band of tissue that's not relaxing, we need to address that as well. So I try to incorporate that.
You also, I've seen you've done some cupping too, right?
Yep. I've been using a lot more cupping, especially in the last couple of years. I've been getting some great benefit from it. Just kind of use the little suction cup to help draw blood flow out of an area of stagnant muscle tissue or chronic spasm, where normal manual stretching or other massage type therapies might not be as effective. And I think that speaks to the point that, I'll see people with the same exact presentation of pain, or even objectively, the tissue will feel exactly the same, but they respond very differently. And I think one cool thing about our office is we have all of our doctors are really well versed at using their tool belt and figuring out what is going to be effective for this person. And there may be some trial and error early on in care, but there are very few people that I don't feel like that we can help, at least in some manner. So you can almost always find something that works for someone. And on the occasion where conservative care isn't suitable for a more significant condition, we've got a lot of contacts in the area where I can get someone to the place where they need to be if conservative care isn't quite right for them in that moment.
And so you also have, and I love how you say your tool belt. It's like a bunch of Batmen, right, from DC Comics. Right. You guys got all your own tools. One of the funnest things I got to deal with there was the Oh, Karen, what was that called?
The ARP treatment, my guess is you're talking about.
Yes. And so, when we did, what was it, a mixer or something that was there with the chamber?
Yeah, we were doing, was it the hand bath or the foot bath or something
It wasn't
like
a
that?
foot bath. It was just me holding a pole.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
doing
I
that
do
one.
recall that.
PVC pipe.
That's right.
Yes, PVC pipe. And I mean, listen, I got a high pain threshold.
I would agree. Yeah, I'd agree.
I know you would. We did plantar. So, listen, folks, plantar fasciitis. These guys fixed it for me by utilizing this foot bath. And Zach had a blast with it because he was like, what about now? What about now? And I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. He had that thing cranking. I think it was at like 20.
Yeah, you have to be a little sadistic to do what we do in that
I know.
aspect. But
But it worked.
yeah, it's super effective.
After like 3 or 4 treatments, I'm like, wow. And then it was you that was like, hey, listen, do you ever stretch? And I'm like, what's that? Right? Because most people don't think about it as part of their daily routine. Most, listen, daily routine when you have kids and a business and everything else is wake up, rush, eat whatever your kids didn't finish on their plate, get them to school, get to work, daily routine there, maybe squeeze in some workout time, get the kids home, eat what they didn't eat for dinner off their plate while you're doing dishes. It's just go, 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 go. And it's like, it was because of you where I'm like, I think I need to like pencil in myself as if I was a meeting, and then during that time, take a minute to hydrate, stretch. He was like, stretch those calves out, man. Stretch all that stuff. You'll realize how much better your feet, and it will also use like a couple of things you really need to take care of in your life is your feet. They carry you around. And man, you weren't joking. I'm a heavy guy. And so my feet are just all the time like, why? Right?
Yeah.
But I've been working on my own plan with you, and I can talk about myself. But I go to the gym now, and I do all these things. Then I got to come to you because I'm all locked up. And then you give me something new, some new homework to go home with, where it's not like I feel I come to you, you take care of it, and then you're like, come back next week.
Yep.
And a lot of people do that. And not to say that they're wrong,
No,
but their practice works a lot differently.
Yeah, I think the kind of the old maybe myth or there's probably some truth to it for some doctors that once you go, you have to go the rest of your life, right? And I think about it in a different way. It's less that you have to keep going. It's that you start to recognize how much better your body can feel with just a little bit of proactivity with some of the stuff that we do in the office. So it's less of, I'm forced to keep going, I'm required to keep going. It's, no, I recognize how much better I move and feel and function when I take a little bit extra time and investment in my body, throughout the weeks and months.
Yep. And I think there was a few stories that you've mentioned, and I obviously won't mention names or nothing, but there was, where someone has come in and their profession was in law enforcement or something, and they were in such bad shape to where even after one session, they were like, thank you. I mean, it was like a big relief for them to where, now maybe you have a weekly appointment until you don't have to.
Yeah.
And then you're not in it for the money grab.
Certainly
which
not.
I absolutely love about it.
We kind of touching on what I mentioned earlier is if you just you do good honest work and you treat people like your family or your human beings, they're gonna be back. And maybe I only need to see someone for 5 or 6 sessions for a specific issue, and then they feel good. I may not have them set up in that long-term treatment plan like some other offices where they're coming 3 times a week for however many weeks and months.
Yep.
And you can make a lot of money doing that, but guess what? When that person gets hurt again, or they have a family member or a friend that gets
You're the guy.
gets hurt, they go, listen, go see my guys. They're not going to give you the ring around and a whole long-term treatment plan. They're going to fix you for everything you need and nothing you don't. So, I know I can be that person's clinician for a long time for when they need me. So, and everyone's different. So,
too, I can't speak for everybody in the chiropractic world, but one of the only places that I know where I can go, and you also have massage therapists in house for like, hey, listen, I recommend, and you're only recommending it, and they're phenomenal.
Yeah, we've got
every one of them.
All 5 of our massage therapists are really fantastic. They all kind of do their own thing a little bit differently.
Sure.
From the kind of lighter relaxation type of massage all the way to the really heavy deep tissue stuff. And
They get that elbow in there.
You bet.
Right?
You
Oh,
bet.
yeah.
You bet. Yeah, I had got worked on by Claudia, our deep tissue specialist, the other day, and helped me considerably. And I can pretty much tell who would be the best fit for each individual, and then I communicate with my therapist to work on specific things for specific individuals. So, you're not just getting a feather massage at the chain down the street.
Right.
You're going to get a targeted.
They're going to bring out the sledgehammer. It's going to be great.
You
no,
said
I'm just kidding.
You said it.
Yeah, and so is that where A to Z comes from? It's everything through the alphabet.
It's funny. It's actually Dr. Ashley and Dr. Zach. So A
I
to
guess.
Z.
Wow.
And
I love being the dumbest guy in the room right now. I just learned something. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I guess there could be a couple meanings to that, Nico.
Yeah, I thought it was the same thing where you guys did
it's
everything.
kind of a
so.
double little bit of wordplay there.
So
for sure.
Nico, you saw Dr. Steve, and he gave you more or less some advice
Yes.
on what to do because you have really bad back.
Yeah,
for a youngster.
Yeah, I was in a car crash a couple years ago, and pretty sure it's a herniated disc going on there, and it's been causing me a lot of pain. And since he recommended certain stretches that I do nightly or when it starts to get bad, it's improved my quality of life tenfold. I must say.
Great to hear that. Yeah.
It's truly amazing. It's
Steve's
always
saving
been
the
a-
world one person.
Oh,
at a
he
time.
100% is. I got a quick question,
kind.
Steve.
Yeah, please.
Going through your services, I also see you guys offer pre and postnatal chiropractic services.
Yeah, certainly. I got to be honest. I never really expected to work a lot with pregnant women, pre and post care, pre and postnatal. But I've been doing a lot more of that work in the last couple of years, and it's been really super rewarding. I think a lot of times in our healthcare system, women don't get the attention that they
No, they
need
don't,
and they
100%.
deserve, and finding some ways to relieve there's a lot of specific patterns that come along with pregnancy related pain, and I've found some ways that can really help alleviate that, both in short and long term. And there's, again, on the research thing, there's been plenty of research showing that women that utilize chiropractic care through the pregnancy have shorter labor delivery times and easier labor deliveries. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I look pregnant, but I'm not.
Stop.
The thing is when you watch a woman go, and I know Karen can probably vouch for this, when you it starts expanding out here, man. You're carrying another person.
Yep.
Your body is built not necessarily meant for two. It's just for a temporary time but back issues. My wife has had, you work on my wife as well. My wife has had back issues ever since my first kid. And for a year, she was laid up on a couch. And my father kept preaching, hey, you got to go see a chiropractor. And back then it was witchcraft.
For sure. Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah. So my dad's chiropractor got a hold of her and got her back on her feet in a week after a year of being on the couch. And then after that, we were like, we are believers, right? And now that we're out here and that we have you, it's a godsend to be hands down.
Too kind.
To be
Too
honest
kind.
with you, man. Yeah. So what's the next honing skill you're going after? Is it acupuncture? Do you do acupuncture?
We've talked about maybe incorporating some dry needling. We would need to get some certifications for that. That'd probably be, if we do decide to do another type of certification, that'd probably be the route that we would go. So to be determined yet.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Got you. Just real quick, where are you located?
We're in Crystal Lake off Congress, right behind Target off 14 there, 407 Congress in Crystal Lake. And we moved to that new location, what was that, July of 24? And
Yeah, it
we've
was
been there
24.
for since then. So it's been a great setup, and got a lot of both really nice private space in our offices.
It's
and
a
some
gorgeous office.
Good active space, too. For
And
some
I'm
therapies.
going to go with, I'm just going to throw this out. This is way off subject.
Sure.
But the waterfall, right?
Yes.
You probably got tired of people touching it. Is that why you stopped it?
It was a big upkeep to keep it running and clean. The
pump
kind of
gave out?
yeah.
Gotcha.
So
It looks good without it. I was just curious.
still looks
People
cool.
always said they had to go to the bathroom after they listened.
It was a lot of
That
water.
was a,
Yeah.
that was a
It was so
frequent
pretty.
comment. Yeah, it was.
That's
funny.
We'll get it set up for you. At some
Oh, no,
point
you don't
here.
have to. It looks good without it. I was just curious. I'm like, I know what would get under my skin. I'm like, yeah, people just keep touching the water,
Yeah,
and
like
splashing everywhere.
The kids love to
Yeah.
get in there and make a
Yeah,
mess. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's
what
okay.
kid doesn't want to make
Of
a mess?
course, of course.
So I guess, realistically, for you, what's next? Is there anything coming up for you that you're? I know we're talking about honing your skills more, maybe acupuncture. And there's a lot of for Steve. Are you looking at doing new things? Are you growing up on top of that, or?
That's a great question. I suppose I should probably try to get my next solid goals in place as far as that
Sure.
goes. But really, my day-to-day goals is helping as many people as I can without drugs and surgery.
Yeah.
And
listen, I'm not saying leave A to Z.
No,
I don't
no,
want anybody
I'm going.
thinking,
No,
nope,
I'm not
nope.
going
Zach,
anywhere.
please don't hurt me. That's not what I'm saying. No, by all means. I'm just thinking. I mean, you have to grow, right?
Yeah.
No matter what, and because you're so phenomenal at what you do, and you have a family there, and I don't think you would ever leave your family there. But and I know your kids are young,
Yep.
still too. So you have that routine right now, right?
Yep.
So I was just kind of curious. Are you still playing ball? Are you doing sports? Are you?
So I kind of retired from pickup basketball and things like that. My body's my livelihood, so I can't be popping an Achilles or
Yeah.
breaking a finger and stuff like that. So I still stay super active. I love running. I run regularly. I'm a swimmer still. I get in the pool, weightlift a little bit. I love the outdoors. I love to hike, golf in the summer when I can, and stuff like that. So certainly, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, listen, man. Thanks for coming on the show. Enjoy having you here. And listen, I'll be probably setting up a meeting sometime.
Yeah, you
soon
bet.
with
You bet.
And then listen, folks, A-Z Chiropractic. You can't go wrong. Go see Dr. Steve. He's probably one of the best of the best of the best, and I'm not just saying that because he's paying me. No.
Too kind. Too kind, Drew. Too kind. Too kind.
I appreciate
Yep,
you, man.
yep,
Thanks for coming
absolutely,
on the show, buddy.
absolutely.
Always great talking with you. I'd love to do a follow-up, maybe here in the next year or so
Would
to see
love
how
to.
you're doing.
This place is really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd love to sit on some of the other stuff that you guys do around here.
Absolutely.
So, kind of a little hidden gem that I didn't know
Yes.
was in the corner of Crystal Lake here. So.
Well, Karen's she's part of the family here too, and
Yep.
so we were actually going to collab a little bit and maybe do a video over by you sometime
That
or
would be
another. We just
awesome.
got to make sure that there's confidentiality,
course.
patience, and we don't want to do anything that's wrong. So we'd have to set it up with you. But I think it would be kind of cool if people see and maybe demonstrate.
Would love to.
on
Would
camera.
love to have you
kinda
guys
thing.
over and show you around the office and show you a little bit more about kind of what we do on a day-to-day basis and maybe bring down a barrier for someone that might be
Sure.
either nervous or unsure of kind of what
We'll
we
bring
do.
our own patient for you.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Get in there.
You could be the patient.
I could be. Nico would be. He's a good patient. He's our test dummy for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nico, go put that in the outlet and see what happens.
I won't sue if
do
you
a lot
guys
of that.
break me. So
That's right. That's right. Listen, folks, appreciate the time of you. Make sure you go to YouTube, 216 Creator Studios. Like, share, subscribe. Ding that bell for the future notification. We appreciate you. We're always here to talk local, but we're going to listen global.
Every story's worth a little bliss. From the heart of the town to the open air, let's talk local, we're taking you there. 216 Creator Studios, where the magic starts. Local businesses